Well, hello again. Our project for today is trying to fix one of these BOSCH drill batteries. So that's a BOSCH GSR 14.4 V Professional. I know BOSCH usually they are doing really serious stuffs, and this is a pretty old school one. BOSCH Germany, all the design and everything, and you can feel it by the weight that it's a really nice tool. But unfortunately the battery is gone, so I'm gonna try to open it up and to see what's wrong with this battery. It's 14.4 volts, 2 amps nickel cadmium battery, made in Germany. Oh no, it's made in Malaysia. Well, it's looking like a really good stuff, but it's not working, of course. First of all, we need this kind of Torx. It's a T4 to open the battery, and we have 4 screws here. Yep. But for now, let me check if there is any voltage at all, because you see the charger, the BOSCH charger, doesn't see the battery, and I can't see if it's working or not. Maybe I'm gonna open this one also. That's kind of universal charger. AL2425, it's working from 7.2 to 24 volts, 2.5 amps. Well, this is a really nice piece of machinery. Okay, now let me see if I have any kind of voltage here. 1.29. 1.29. Nothing, almost nothing. So this is plus here. Yeah, okay, let's write it down. Doesn't say anywhere, that's plus for sure. Okay, let's open it up, and then we can check every cell. Okay, so we have to push this thing inside, and then nice and slowly we take the cover out. Okay, that's it. So there we are. I don't know what it means. 5B. I really don't know. So we have a kind of number here, 011LK. So these cells are nickel cadmium, the old classic cells, and they are really nice because they are not so dangerous like lithium-ion, and they are powerful. They are pretty okay for power tools. Maybe they are old, and all we have to do now is to check piece by piece. But I can see this one was dismantled before. We have some marks here. That's like a question mark or something. 2. Yeah. And I can see that this one was dismantled before and checked. I'm gonna try to check one by one all the elements, all the cells. Okay, it's gone. So we have a thermistor here, a temperature sensor, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cells. That's why it's 14.4 volts. Okay, let's take each of these cells one by one to see if we have any voltage at all. Plus here, minus here. Nothing. Absolutely dead. Maybe it's over discharged. Maybe the cells are still okay. We're going to try to charge them. Nothing. That's over. Nothing here also. So now I'm going to use this kind of IMAX, or let's call it IMAX. It's not IMAX anymore. It's TRC B6 version 2. I'm gonna use this one like a power supply, because this one have a extra function for supplying voltage and amperage to a certain level. So I'm gonna use that like a power supply and try to inject some voltage in the cells. And to make it easier, let me try with these two ones here. Okay, so this is plus. We are selecting here. Yeah, I can choose one of these menus, you know, nickel metal hybrid charger, but I prefer to go to extra function, digital power, and I have 5 volts for the beginning. I can't go lower than 5 volts, but it doesn't really matter, because all I have to know is to see if the cell is getting some power in, if it's accepting some energy, let's say. 2 amps, I think it's a little bit too much for the beginning. Let's have 1 amp and start. So we have 5 volts out. Now if I push here, oh yes, it's looking like we have a kind of current going on. 1 amp, this is good. Okay, so the voltage is growing. That means that the cell is accepting a charge. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so this one, it's accepting the charge. Okay, let's say, okay, 1. Now, let me reverse the polarity. Let's have the minus here. Oh yes, you may see it's accepting the charge. I really don't know how good it is, but as long as it's taking some charge, that should be okay for now. Perfect. And by the way, let me check this one. If you remember, this was the first one. I put a little bit of charge in, and let's see if it's keeping the charge somehow. 1.8. Not bad. 1.075. Okay, so of course it's dropping down. It was just a few seconds of charging, but it's better than nothing. And now let me see this one. This one is going rapidly down, but like I said before, it was just a few seconds. 75, where it's really dropping. But anyway, the point is that we have to check if it's taking the charge. Okay, 1, okay, 2. We're gonna test it later for capacity and so on. Okay, so now let me have this one. We have a plus here and we have a minus here. Okay, this one doesn't take any charge. You see the voltage, it's the same. So this one, I think it's really dead. Okay, so it's a no. So we're gonna have a minus here, and we're gonna put plus here. Go. Okay, you see, there's a plus here. Oh yes, you see, it's getting charged. I'm pretty fast. 142. Okay, so there is a chance this one should work. Okay, number 3. So we have this one, the other one, this one is dead. Now it's time to check this one. 5 volts on amp. Let's see. There is no here. Well, maybe it's not a good contact. Nothing. So this is a no for sure. Let's go to the other one. Okay, and we have a go. 135, 42 with 0.9 amps. This is good. It took already 1 watt. So there is still a chance for this one here. Okay, I think it's okay, number 4. Okay, so that's a no. Very clear. That was a question mark before. Somebody else was checking it somehow. Okay, so where we are. So no, okay. Let's go to the next one. The next one is this one in the middle. So this one here. Well, it's looking like it's taking a charge. 142, 45. Yeah, I think it's okay. But like I said before, we have to check it later about capacity and if it's working somehow. It can be 1 watt already. 148. Okay, so this one is kind of 50% okay. Okay, 7, let's say 50%, because it's taking a charge, but it's taking it very slow. The next one. Okay, this one we have a question mark. Let's see. So it wasn't a question mark for nothing. That's a no. But now we can check this one as well. And this one is taking the charge. 78. There we go. It should go to 1 watt shortly. Yes. So that's a clear no, and this is okay, number 8. I don't like this here, but we'll see later anyway. Okay, number 8. Is there another one? We still have 2 of them down here, this one and this one. For 0.29, the same story. It's getting up, but it's getting somehow. 71, 77, 84. It's a very slow charge. I wish to have an internal resistance meter or something, but I don't have it. Look up here. Let's go 142, 138. Okay, let's see. This could be okay. Number 9. And the last one. Yes, of course. So we have a plus here and the minus here. Okay. Oh, this is... Oh yeah, this one, it was already charged, 129. So this is absolutely okay. Okay, 10. Okay, so now finally the story about this is to test the cells, rapidly, and then you can find out maybe some of them are okay, but my advice is, as long as you have 1, 2, 3, 4 already damaged, I don't believe that the rest of the cells will be good for anything, because they're supposed to be the same age, the same series, and they're original. Here you can see the solder. They didn't been changed or something, but with this kind of power supply, then you can find if the cells are taking any charge, and it's much easier to see if they are still alive or not. That's the best way to do it, you know, fast and easy. So now I'm going to dismantle this and take each of individual cells for better testing, you know, charge and discharge for a couple of times. This charger have this possibility of testing the capacity and the endurance, if I may say, of the cell. But like I said before, if you have a few of them already dead, defective, I don't think it's any use to keep the ones who are still having a charge or still taking some charge, because they will fall soon. My opinion is to change everything, to have new cells and then have a brand new battery. But I'm still going to test this, and then you can see this in part 2. And finally, if I can find any replacement, I'm gonna have some lithium cells inside. But of course, then I can't use this charger anymore, because this is especially for nickel cadmium or maybe nickel metal hybrid, and it's really dangerous, you know, to charge lithium with this kind of charger. You know, it's absolutely crazy. But I can use this one to charge the batteries, and I can even have a balance port for having the right voltage here. Is 14.5, is 4 of them in series, and it will be okay. So that's it for now. Please follow part 2 about how to test the batteries, how to test the cells, and maybe to reuse some of these still okay. Because if we have a couple of these bad batteries, then we can build a good one, let's say a couple of months or something. Thank you for now.